The money sitting in your IRA right now can buy investment properties, and every dollar it earns from rent and appreciation can grow completely, sheltered from tax. Over the last 16 years, I've helped thousands of clients structure their IRAs correctly to buy rental properties, and here's exactly how to get it right. Once you know where and what you want to invest in, then you could start a more formal financial analysis. And this part matters more than most investors realize because you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. Your investment basis is set the moment you close. So the price you pay is the most important decision you'll make on any real estate deal. You want to factor in property taxes, insurance, HOA fees, and utilities into your analysis. Look at local laws around long-term versus short-term rentals. Estimate a realistic rent you can charge. Estimate a realistic resale value for the property and build in a budget for repairs and maintenance because that's where investors tend to get caught off guard. When you've decided on a good investment property, now it's time to get the funding, which includes buying real estate in your IRA for tax-free growth. First, you need to know the basic ways to fund it. That way, you can fully understand the steps in an IRA. The first way is to pay cash. If the property is $300,000, you put in $300,000 of cash and you own the asset outright. It's that simple. However, with the current prices of properties, it's not always a viable option for most Americans. The second and most popular way is to use leverage or debt. That means if the property is $300,000, maybe you put down $100,000 and you borrow the other $200,000 from a bank or a third party to help complete the purchase. The third way is to do what is called a joint venture. That means you partner with someone else to buy the property. So if it's a $300,000 property, maybe you put in $150,000, they put $150,000, and together you buy the real estate. None of these options is better or worse than the other one. They're just different tools for different deals. Cash, leverage, and joint ventures are all great ways to buy investment properties, but they aren't the only ways. Certain retirement accounts also can help you fund the purchase of your next investment property with the funds from that account. You can invest in property through retirement accounts like solo 401ks, SEP IRAs, but the best retirement account to purchase real estate in is the self-directed IRA. If you purchase real estate inside your self-directed IRA, the math for you changes because every dollar of income can grow sheltered from tax. That means if you sell the property for a $200,000 gain or $2 million gain, you can owe zero tax on it. Collect $10,000 of net rental income or $100K of net rental income, and it goes back into the IRA without a cent being taken out for taxes. And over the years, those untaxed income starts to compound, giving you a serious payday once you reach retirement age. With a self-directed IRA, there are two structures you can set up to help you when it comes to buying real estate. In a traditional self-directed IRA, also known as a full-service self-directed IRA, the IRA owns the property directly, and every expense, contractor payment, or purchase document has to go through your custodian, such as IRA Financial, before getting distributed out to pay for the bills associated with the property. The second option is a self-directed IRA LLC, also called a Checkbook IRA. Here, the IRA owns an LLC, or limited liability company, and the LLC owns the property. You manage the LLC directly as the manager. With its own bank account, the LLC can pay a contractor or handle an expense yourself as the manager of the LLC without routing it through an IRA custodian every time. Income and gains still flow through to the IRA completely tax-free, but you also get real corporate limited liability protection since any claim tied to that property is contained inside of the LLC. And you also get privacy since the property is titled in the name of the LLC instead of the name of the IRA. As you continue to buy properties, you want to keep LLC per property. That way, if something goes wrong with one asset, you can reduce your exposure by keeping that LLC separated from your other properties. And that is why most serious real estate investors inside an IRA choose the Checkbook IRA LLC. The control, the protection, the privacy, and all the income is still completely tax-free. If you want to go deeper on exactly how the self-directed IRA LLC structure works and how to set one up, I did a full breakdown on my personal channel. That link is in the description below, and it is definitely worth watching after this video. Once you have the property and the funding, you then want to pick your team to help you get that property. It varies state to state, but you are typically going to need a lawyer, a real estate agent, and a title company. They can help you put together an offer for the property. If your offer is accepted and you are under contract, you'll typically have 30 days or so to close on that property. During that window, the title company and your attorney work in the background doing title searches, surveys, zoning, easements, and inspections to make sure the property is safe, up to code, and let you know of any needed improvements or fixes. Then purchase documents get prepared. The money moves to the seller at closing. If you bought your property using a self-directed IRA, you can use the funds of that account to help you cover the expenses for the property directly, including closing. In fact, you cannot use personal funds to pay for repairs, taxes, or a property manager for a property your IRA owns. That's a prohibited transaction. And if you do that, your IRA is deemed disqualified the day it happens, and you're hit with tax and the penalty. Prohibited transactions are the #1 reason people hesitate to do this. But here's the reality. In 16 years, not one of our clients at IRA Financial has been penalized for one. That is the value of working with a team that has done this tens of thousands of times. If you're ready to buy rental property inside your IRA the right way, book a free consultation with our team. The link is in the description. We'll walk you through your specific situation, your account, your property, and exactly how to best structure it. That is why when buying an investment property with an IRA, you want to have a budgetary cushion built into your account. Hard costs like taxes and insurance are predictable and should be budgeted into your financial analysis prior to your purchase of the property. But unfortunately, maintenance and capital improvements are a little harder to predict. If you estimate $15,000 in repairs, add another 20% on top of that. That buffer is what keeps you from having to dip into reserves when something unexpected comes up. Once your first property is rented and generating income, the path to a second starts to become pretty clear. You want to let the first property generate income for a while, then use that cash flow, small amount of leverage, or a joint venture to fund the next real estate purchase. I show you how one of my clients created a $3.5 million real estate empire starting with just $150,000 in their IRA in a video on my personal channel. So definitely watch it if you want multiple investment properties. Obtaining that leverage inside a retirement account has real limits that are worth understanding. Any loan has to be a non-recourse loan, meaning you cannot personally guarantee it. And if your IRA borrows money, it can potentially trigger UBIT, unrelated business income tax, which can run as high as 37% on the income tied specifically to that leverage. If you want to avoid UBIT, using a 401k instead of an IRA can help you work around that exposure. UBIT is something I talk about a lot on this channel. So if you want to learn more about how to avoid UBIT and other taxes that could hurt your retirement, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. The investors who successfully build a portfolio of properties don't rush the next purchase. They buy one, wait for cash flow, then buy the next. That plays out over 5, 10, maybe 15 years, not 12 months. Patience beats speed every time, and a self-directed IRA is what makes that patience pay off. Because every year you wait is another year of tax-free growth, and over time, that compounding can turn into millions. If you're ready to explore buying rental property inside of a self-directed IRA, book a free consultation with the link in the description. And if you have more specific questions about how to get started with self-directed IRAs, I break everything down step by step in this video. Watch this next.